So this being a quick video about the Rotring 600 fountain pen. The Rotring 600 series is a really popular set of pencils and pens that featured a rollerball, a pencil, and the kind of the flagship was this fountain pen. I've had this one for years and years, haven't really used it much, but I really respected and liked this series, so I've held on to them. This is the fountain pen, obviously, and you can see this is the OM nib. This is a silver nib. It also came in a gold, which was more expensive and more valued by collectors. But I thought the silver was a whole lot more practical at the time, probably a lot more affordable too. This model had, I would say, a medium level of wear, medium to low. And you could notice that in a few ways. First of all, the click here, this is the big telltale sign, the 600. You could hear a distinct click. That's because it hasn't been clicked that many times. And then on the knurling, you can see it could use a clean, but this is a it has a really good definition. For example, of a Rotring 600 with a lot of lost definition, here is my rollerball, which I used a whole lot. It could use a cleaning, but you could see the knurling has largely been worn down, and the click is less defined. And for mint condition, here is a Rotring 600 pencil, and you can see the grip is not needing cleaning and is almost perfectly defined. Back to the fountain pen. It's a really not a fancy nib. Almost no definition to the tip there. It's very utilitarian. The cap fits on the top if you want to do that. Cap itself simple, just this nice brass design. The only feature here is the rotating barrel, which you could set to the nib. You have extra fine, fine, medium, my case OM. Pen itself is really simple. It's actually pretty short, which is nice. Here's a Sharpie for comparison. So this is not a very big fountain pen. This model does not have the converter to it. It just uses a cartridge, and the cartridge just pops right in there. It's an example of an open cartridge. These are still available if you have one of these pens. I forget what the type of cartridge is, but these are easy enough to find if you're in the market for them. And the cartridge just gets jammed in there and seals on there. If you don't need the cartridge, you could put it in backwards and close this, and you have some handy storage. This fountain pen, I would say, is in very good condition. Not quite mint, obviously, which there's been some wear. No real marks or flaws, but definitely it's gotten some use. Some of these models, you'll see cracking in the brass, which just doesn't have. But there's definitely some wear around here, even though it is in really good shape. It's not mint. I do have the case, which is nice. Some of these cases held up well, some didn't, but nice to have. So yeah, that is the Rotring 600 fountain pen. Pretty cool collector's item if you're into these. If not, just a handsome looking pen, I would say. Thanks for watching.